write this under the letter M because we're going to do mean, median, mode, and range. Mean, median, mode, and range. They all kind of fall. The book clumps these together, and they kind of are. Later on, we'll call them measures of central tendency. But today we'll just, wait, how many of you are there? Sure, let's do this. And these come in handy dandy when we talk about a bunch of numbers here. So, just have actually. Let's do this. When I call your name, tell me your shoe size. I don't want halves though. I do not want halves. So just tell me what your shoe size is without halves. If you don't know, just kind of guess or whatever. But you are a fifth grader, so you should kind of know your shoe size. So when people tell you to act your age, not your shoe size, you know what that means. Jill?
3.
I'll just put 3. No. Grace?
7.
7. Isabel?
3.
No,
5.
5.
2.
2.
8.
8. Elijah? 8. This is what we can. What's that, Molly?
3.
Seems like we have a lot of 3s there.
3.
3
8.
and 8. Really? Is that the only 2 sizes they make?
7.
Maggie? Oh, thank you. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Keith?
8.
8. Danny?
8.
8.
6.
6. Bertha?
8.
8.
9.
9.
8.
8.
9.
9 for Pam. We're back there. Maddie?
8.
8.
6.
6 for Lance.
9.
Really, a 9? How about that? Carol?
6.
6.
8.
8, Charlie. Jules? Or Elizabeth? 7, Elizabeth. Jules?
8.
Okay. Now, these numbers here, okay, the numbers that we're talking about, mean, median, mode, and range, deal with when we have a bunch of data, which is what this is. Okay. This data we have here really doesn't mean much because it's not organized. Okay, so our job is going to be to make it organized and then try to figure out some stuff that happens here. So this first step when we come across these different things here is you want to arrange the numbers from least to greatest. So you need to rewrite them from least to greatest. Okay, so we know that the smallest one was 2, right? I'm going to change colors because that's a little different for me. How many 2s did I have? Just 1, right? And I'm going to cross it off so I don't. How many 3s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 3s? 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have any 4s in there? Nope. How many 5s? Just 1? How many 6s? 1, 2, 3. How many 7s? 1, 2, 3. Still right with me here? Let's take a little while. Now for the big one. How many 8s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Uh-oh, I'm going to fit that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there looks like there's 3 9s. This is going to be tough with this many people here. Okay, so now at least I have my data somewhat arranged from least to greatest, and you can kind of see that, you know, some big clusters and clumps over there. Here is what these words mean and how we're going to use them with these numbers. First of all, the word mean I believe we've had many times before, we just don't call it mean. Mean is the same thing as average. So if you're ever asked for the mean of something, that is just the average of the number there. And I suppose, if you guessed at that, what do you suppose our average shoe size would be? Well, it can't, well, maybe. Let's check and see. I think we can do some quick mathematics here. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 19, 25, 31, 37, 44, 51, 58, 66, 74, 82, 90, 98, 106, 114, 122, 130, 138. 138 and 27 is 166. All total of 166, and how many of you are here today?
25.
Is there 25? I hope this works out. Oh, 8 can't be that because 8 would be 200. What about 7? We got added wrong. 35, 3, 12, 14. Should that be right? Did I mess something up? How many 8s do we have? Let's do it like this. We have 80 in 8s. I think my number might be a little small. 27 there, 21 there, 18 there. What's this? 12, 13, 14, 19. Let me try that again. 107 and 21 is 128. 128 and 18 is 140. What did I say? 146. 146 and 19. Are you sure there's 25 of you?
Yes.
Well, that's probably right. This is probably right. Our average isn't going to be 8 because we got all these 2s down here. So this is probably close. This is going to be a 6. 6 times 25 is 150. And then I have what? What's left? 16 left. So it's almost 6.5. 6.5 actually. Okay. And those of you that said 8, I was kind of right there with you. But you have to remember, you've got some 2s way down here. You've got a lot of 2s and 3s down here. You know, if these were all 7s and 6s, we'd be closer to the 8. So our average on this one is like 6.5. Let's just call it that. Okay, our median, here's where it gets exciting. Does anybody know what the word median in the real world means? Ever heard the word median? Joe? Huh? It does mean the middle, like the median on a road. If there's a big barrier there, you call that the median. This is the middle number. Okay? Now, if I have this long string of numbers, I have 25 numbers. Okay? My middle number is what number I would have so that there's the same number of numbers lower than it and the same number of numbers higher than it. So you have to think about what's half of 25. What's half of 25? 12.5. So it's actually the 13th number I come to is going to be my median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
8.
Okay? And again, the median means middle because there are 12 numbers on this side of that 8, and there are 12 numbers on that side of that 8. It is in the middle. Okay? Perfect. And then the mode, when you talk about numbers, is, think about the first 2 letters there. Mode is the number that happens the most. And it's pretty obvious in our thing here what number happens the most. We had 10 of those 8s, so 8 is our mode. And then the range, as in the home on, the range is the difference between the biggest and the smallest. Difference between big and small. Well, our biggest number was 9. I subtract the 2, that was my smallest number, from my big number, and my range is 7. And those are all the meanings of the mean, median, mode, and all that sort of stuff. So let's see if they find a question they ask you. Yeah. Most times, it's too bad there's so many of you in your class because that took a long time to do for something. Here's a question from the book. Let's say you've got these, data things here. 37994. 37994. And you were asked to give the mean, the mode, the median, and the range. Let's do the easy ones first. What is the mode of that one? What number happens the most? Lance? 9. What number is in the middle or the median? Jaden? 9 again because there's 2 numbers on this side. What is the range? Wait, what was this last number? That's not 4, is it? Oh, stop. We're going to back up. You can't do this yet. Why? Because step number 1, children, I was thinking this already was in order. Number 1, you have to arrange these in order. So you got to change the order so that it's 3, 4, 7, 9, 9. Because that's going to change your answer. What is the mode? Mode's still going to be the same, but the median's going to be different. Now what number's in the middle? 7. What's my range? If I take the biggest number and subtract the smallest number, I get 6. And then my average, let's see if we can do this quickly. 4 plus 7 is 11, 20, 29, 32 divided by 2, 4, 5. What do I want to do that average? Oh look, we do averages. You get 6, and make it a fraction. What is my fraction? 6 and what fraction? 6 and 2/5. 6 and 2/5. So those are all of your. Now I'm going to do one more because we have to talk about this one. We'll practice letter B in the book. 16, 2, 5, 7, 11, 13. What's the first thing I have to do? Maggie?
Arrange them from least to greatest.
Least to greatest. So what's my smallest one? Looks like it goes 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 16. Doing the easy ones first. What is the mode? What number appears the most? Somebody help me out on this one. Isabel? All of them or none of them. If nothing repeats, we have no mode. Okay. We're going to do the range next because I like that one. Range we always have. What's the range of this one? Biggest minus smallest. Jaden? 14. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. What about the median? And this is what happens when you have an even number. The exact middle of this, there are 6 of them. The exact middle is right here. There's 3 on this side, 3 on that side. There is no exact number in the middle. Guess what happens if you don't have any exact middle number? No, there is one. There is one. Isabel?
7 and 11.
Well, it's not both of them. You have to take these 2 and find their average, which just means you add them together and divide by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. The median is actually 9, the middle number. And then the average, you can do that. I'm not too concerned about that. So there you have it, kids.